What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today, oh my goodness, there's been another situation, a Bungie situation. This one is honestly pretty funny in a kind of sad, tragic kind of way, but here is what is going on. Destiny 2 and by extension Bungie have just been nominated for an award by the Game Awards. Now that's awesome, right? Well, it's turned into the most awkward and embarrassing thing possible. So, the Game Awards is an absolutely massive show. It's coming up soon on December 7th, and not only do they give out all of these awards, and these awards are a big deal. If you do win them, it adds a lot of respect and notoriety to your game, but also because E3 is no longer a thing, there's usually massive announcements and presentations and trailers going on at the Game Awards as well. So again, a lot of eyes are on the Game Awards. Now, what exactly did Bungie get nominated for? Well, Best Community Support alongside Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, there you have it, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, as well as No Man's Sky. Now, the Destiny community took this exactly how you would have expected. Here's a great retweet here by Bungie saying Destiny 2 looking a little out of place here next to the other nominations. And Destiny Bulletin made a great one here. Destiny 2 has also been nominated for the Monetization Mastery Award. Wow. So as you can imagine, everyone is clowning on Destiny 2 being here. But it's not necessarily all for what you think. I mean, a lot of people's first response was, well, the community support for Destiny 2 has really been lacking in the past year. And this is something to Bungie's credit that they themselves have admitted. When we had our notoriously terrible state of the game and game director Joe Blackburn had to make a video responding to it, he acknowledged that the community support has been lacking. He said that they're going to have to pick up communication, and he's promised and since delivered on live streaming himself playing the game and answering a ton of questions. So even by Bungie's own admission, community support has not been where it should be. So just for that, for them to get nominated, kind of awkward. Again, when Bungie is saying, we can do better. But on top of that, I made a little tweet here, and there's the other angle, which is Jeff Keighley going up and announcing Destiny 2 is the winner. Sorry, I've been informed that no one from the community team is available to accept this award because they've all been laid off. That's right, remember a couple of weeks ago when there was layoffs at Bungie? Well, one of the most impacted departments by far was the community team, the socials team, dude. We lost multiple community managers in those layoffs. Ha! What an incredibly awkward nomination when that just happened. And in fact, these devs that have been laid off have also been clowning on this. Here is the replies to that nomination. You can see, obviously, there's some people just making fun of Destiny 2, but the top two replies, Liana Rupert just laughing, she was our community manager who got laid off. Like, actually just laughing at this because what else can you do? And the response above that is very interesting as well, with Stein saying there's a 20% chance for the most awkward and uncomfortable accepted speech in video game history. Now, who is Stein? Well, he's actually the senior social media manager at Xbox. So this guy, another social media manager, is going, wow, like if Destiny 2 wins, like literally, again, who's going to come up to accept it? The last guy left in the socials department? And what are they gonna say? Shout out to my colleagues who all no longer work for the company. But it goes so much further than this. As you can see right here, there was actually a quote tweet to this announcement by Griffin Bennett, who is, or I should say who was, a huge part of the Bungie socials team, and my understanding is that he actually controlled the Destiny official Twitter account, among other things. In fact, there's a tweet from him a few days ago saying, social media manager's revenge, the company having to come back and beg for you to unhook your two-factor authentication from your phone/accounts. So Bungie was so quick to sweep people out the door, they don't even have control of their own Twitter accounts. Griffin had the opportunity to tweet one of the funniest things in history, potentially, but obviously didn't want to go that route, has more integrity than, I would have had in that situation, guys. But he says, as you can see, a reminder that your quality of work does not matter. In the end, you're just a number, adds to resume. Crazy. Like, again, the guy in charge of the social media accounts, in charge of reaching out and doing a lot of community things, his department is nominated for best community support. He's not even there. He's not even there anymore. In fact, we have something very interesting that actually goes on in the replies. DMG, who is the ex-community manager at Bungie, was a community manager for years and years and years, ended up quitting on his own volition. I think he's over at Riot Games now, but he chimes in and says, "Cheers to the studios who send their community teams to award shows when nominated for community-specific rewards. Kudos to those that don't reprimand their community team for celebrating upon a W too." Now that is really interesting. Obviously, he's referring to past events within Bungie and kind of exposing more of the rot within upper management that was really exposed with the original Bungie situation and the layoffs. So many employees came out, anonymous sources came out and talked about how people are unhappy with upper management. They seem to be stuck in their ways and they make the decisions that the Destiny 2 community does not like. And then when the Destiny 2 community kind of turns against them and isn't spending as much, the people who actually made the decisions, they have no consequences. The consequences fall on those, just managing the social media and doing other things. That is a huge problem there. And in fact, a very astute observer, as you can see right here, quote tweeted that and just said, just totally unrelated here, "Here's Destiny game directors accepting the award for best community support in 2019. Could that be what he is referring to, or just an example of what he's referring to? That the community team wins this award, and guys, yeah, Destiny and Bungie not in the best spot right now, but we have to admit, we have to be honest here, the community support in many years past has been phenomenal. Compared to other games where devs don't even talk to anyone, or they just don't listen at all, at least Bungie will dive into forum posts and Reddit posts and give their thoughts and communicate, again, in years past, very, very often. But they win the award, and two people from upper management come to claim the reward. That's very interesting. And guys, we have a little bit more here because someone else made the very astute observation, and this is again acknowledged with DMG's tweet saying that they don't let us celebrate a W. Here is Larian Studios, who made Baldur's Gate 3, tweeting out, "We're so happy to be nominated for all these awards." Here is Square Enix talking about that they've been nominated for these awards. Not a peep from Bungie. Not a peep. Now, obviously this could be due to Bungie mainly finally cluing in to saying, if we tweet, "Wow, we're so happy to be nominated for best community support," they're going to get so unbelievably roasted in the replies. So probably a good idea that they haven't said anything. But again, it just illustrates how crazy this whole situation is. Bungie is literally too embarrassed to tweet "thank you for the nomination." If that's the case, why are they being nominated, dude? There's the proof in the pudding right there. But lastly, guys, I am going to end here with this. And this is a quote tweet on the situation from, again, Liana Rupert, the since laid off community manager, saying, "Personal feelings aside, as a team that asks for more people, not less, I will say that Cosmo, Bruno, Ivan, and Timon advocate for players in a way that you will never know. There are so many poor decisions diverted because of their care and knowledge, and good decisions amplified." So that's a really important point here. And I think, us as a community, we are pretty quick to clown on Bungie. And I will say often somewhat, deserved, okay? Bungie does some pretty crazy stuff. But I think this is a good glimpse into the inner workings that, so many people say, "Well, Bungie's not listening to us. Well, Bungie's not listening to us." And they take it out on these community managers and people on the socials team and just people that are more visible, that interact with the community more. But in terms of the inner workings, these are actually the people who are advocating for us, who are bringing what we say to upper management and saying, people want this. People really, really don't like this, but they're being ignored, right? They're being ruled over. They're saying, no, you and all those people don't know what they're talking about. Me at upper management, trust me, guys, trust me. People are gonna love, event cards. Like, this is gonna be the next big thing. Event cards, like, everyone's gonna love them. So, again, it is kind of a sad situation where, dang, they actually might be listening. It's just that no one in upper management at Bungie is actually listening. In any event, guys, there you have it, the latest Bungie situation. Hope you guys enjoyed, found this interesting. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.